Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, a hafiz who recites the Quran and practices upon its injunctions and commandments, his parents will be given a crown on the day of judgment. The brightness of the crown will be more intense, more shining and brighter than the brightness of the sun in your actual house. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam further said, what do you think will be given to the hafiz of the Quran himself?
It's time for our second speaker, Abdullah Abdul Wase, and he's going to address you all on the virtues and lofty rewards of doing Hifz Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Who is the best among us? If I pose this question to the audience, I will surely get different answers. People who marvel at the splendor of this world would say that the richest among us is the best, the most educated is the best, the most hardworking among us is the best. People who are in power and authority are the best. On the other hand, the people who have religious inclination might say, the most pious among us is the best, the most generous among us is the best, the most worshipping person among us is the best. But let me tell you what our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in this regard. خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَهُ. The best from amongst you, the best is the person who learns the Quran and who teaches the Quran. Remember, this could be in the form of tajweed, tafsir, memorization, explanation, translation, and then he or she passes it on. There is another hadith. Imam Bukhari and Imam Muslim have recorded it in their respective collection of ahadith. Al-Mahir bil-Qur'ani ma'as-safrat al-kiram al-bararah. A person who recites the Quran beautifully, smoothly, and precisely will be in the company of noble and obedient angels. Some people find it hard to read the Quran. They stumble and stutter. However, they try. For such person, lahu ajran. Some students are sharp. They have a long and vivid memory. They make a little effort and learn it by heart. Some students are bad at memorizing. It takes them long to learn something by heart. They make back-breaking efforts and memorize. Remember, they have double reward. In Islam, envy or jealousy is prohibited. Envy means to say, why does he have that? Why has he got it? I wish it is taken from him and it is given to me. This mindset is haram, completely forbidden. However, there are only two instances wherein a person can envy. First is the person who has memorized the Quran and recites it day and night. Second is the person who is blessed with wealth and he does a lot of charity. This hadith says, you can envy a hafiz. You can say, I wish I could recite like him. I wish I were be like him. Such is the lofty station of a hafiz Quran. You can actually envy him. Our parents are also a part of this blessed gathering. I want to seize this opportunity and give them glad tidings. I want to congratulate them for encouraging their kids to be a hafiz Quran. You have invited your kids towards the guidance of Quran. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whoever invites to guidance will receive the reward like the rewards of those who follow him, and that will not diminish from their reward. Means whatever the portion of Quran your child reads and memorizes, you will get an equal share in it. So, what is the sawab of reciting the Quran? According to hadith, 10 neki will be given for one letter in Quran. If someone recites Alif Lam Mim, he is entitled with 30 neki. With this method of calculation, the complete sawab of reciting the entire Quran is beyond our comprehension. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a hafiz who recites the Quran and practices upon its injunctions and commandments, his parents will be given a crown on the day of judgment. The brightness of the crown will be more intense, more shining and brighter than the brightness of the sun in your actual house. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam further said, what do you think will be given to the hafiz of the Quran himself? In our culture, we say hafiz to a person who memorizes the Quran. But the actual meaning of hafiza is to protect, to safeguard. This is what hafiza means. But what do they protect and safeguard? Well, many people say that they protect and safeguard the Quran. But Allah is telling something different. He wants us to see from a different angle. Listen to what He says. Chapter number 15, verse number 9. إِنَّا نَحْنُ نَزَّلْنَا الذِّكْرَ وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ. We have revealed this Quran and we will definitely protect it. This is what Allah says. He guarantees the protection of the Quran. So when we memorize Quran, we also come into Allah's protection because we are carrying this Quran in our hearts. If we want to save ourselves from the calamities and the problems in this world and next, the safest avenue is to memorize Quran. When we move around carrying this Quran inside us, there is a special protection for us. Jazakallah.